Did you know that a cheetah is the world's fastest animal and it can run at speeds of up to 70 miles per hour? Hi everyone, this is Mr. Lara, and in this video we will learn about speed, velocity, and acceleration. Speed, velocity, and acceleration all describe the motion of an object relative to a point called a frame of reference. Speed is a measure of how fast an object is moving and is measured in units of distance per time, expressed as meters per second. Speed is a scalar quantity, meaning it only has a magnitude and doesn't have a direction. For example, a person is driving a car at 65 miles per hour on a highway. Speed will tell us how fast the car is moving, but it will not tell us the direction it is going. If the car were to be traveling on I-45, we wouldn't know whether the car is moving to a city such as Dallas or Galveston by only calculating its speed. Velocity is a measure of both the speed and direction of an object's motion and is also expressed in units as meters per second. Velocity is a vector quantity, meaning it has both magnitude and direction. Velocity would not only tell us how quickly the car is moving on the highway I-45, but it will also tell us which direction the car is moving in, towards Dallas or Galveston. Acceleration is the rate of change of an object's velocity. In other words, it's a measure of how quickly an object's velocity is changing. Acceleration is measured in units of distance per time and expressed as meters per second squared. Like velocity, acceleration is a vector quantity. For example, if a car moves slower or faster than the last point of time, then there's a change in acceleration. Now let's talk about the relationship between these three. Speed and velocity are related, but they're not the same. An object can have a constant speed, but its velocity can change if its direction of motion changes. For example, a car traveling at a constant speed of 60 miles per hour in a straight line has a constant velocity, but if the car turns or changes lanes, its velocity will change. Acceleration is the rate of change of velocity, so an object that is accelerating is changing its velocity. This can happen in two ways. An object can change its speed, and since acceleration depends on velocity and velocity depends on direction, a change in direction affects acceleration. For example, a car that speeds up from 60 miles per hour to 80 miles per hour causes a change in acceleration, as does a car that turns a corner at a constant speed of 60 miles per hour. Let's review what we just learned. Speed, velocity, and acceleration all describe the motion of an object relative to some other point. This point is called the frame of reference. Speed is a scalar quantity and measures how quickly an object is moving. The units of speed are expressed as meters per second. Velocity is a vector quantity and is a measure of an object's speed and direction. The units of velocity are expressed as meters per second. Acceleration is the rate of change of velocity and is measured as meters per second squared. Like velocity, acceleration is a vector quantity. Speed, velocity, and acceleration are all related, but they're not the same. An object can have a constant speed, but its velocity can change if the direction of motion changes. Change in acceleration can happen in two ways. The speed changes or the direction of motion changes.